afternoon, everybody. This is Karen Martz and Freedom the Parrot, and he is halfway through a bath. Hey, Freedom! Anyway, he has to look good, and believe it or not, we're actually shooting a little commercial tomorrow. Hey, Freedom! So we have to make sure he's looking super clean, and, you know, it's important for birds to have a bath so they can fix every single feather and have them in place. You know, for flying. Freedom does fly. He's fully flighted. If you look at his wing feathers here on the side, and I don't know if it's every single bird, but most birds have 12 tail feathers, which is rather interesting. Hey, Freedom! And they love to have a bath, and it's very important, and if you can, it's great to bathe a captive bird every single week. Freedom doesn't always like to leave the cage. He never does the step-up command when you want him to. Hey, Freedom! But he feels really good after he gets clean, and he's not supposed to have waterproof feathers like some birds. A lot of birds have what's called the aropial gland, and it's a gland by the tail feathers, and they will take an oil and put it all over the feathers. Now, those are going to be the birds that, you know, dive into the water in the wild. Hey, Freedom! But for some reason, Freedom has like a little bit of a sheen to his feathers. Now, here's something very funny that I read today before we did this bathing. Hey, Freedom! I'll let him relax for a minute. It's called The Swim, and it says that parrots do not swim well, but a healthy adult parrot can float. Not that I'm ever going to test that theory, but every part of a parrot is less dense than a human. And the healthy adult feathers, hey, Freedom, and what's called the down repel water much better than human hair. So parrots will float better than humans. I thought that was fascinating. Birds also have air sacs, the length of their body, so kind of like our lungs. Oh, hey, Freedom, will cause parrots to be more buoyant and float. So, hey, Freedom, we're not going to test the theory of parrots floating in a bathtub. We're just not going that route, right, Freedom? Woo. So we'll stick to bathing. Hey, Freedom! So again, if you do have, now, you know, the parrot family can be everything. The macaws, the Amazon, which Freedom is a Panama Amazon, the lovebirds, cockatoos, all those birds, they all absolutely have to have a bath, and frequently. Hey, Freedom! Okay, so you could do a misting system. I just use a basic plant sprayer, and it's not necessary to get the birds soaking wet, you know, to the skin. Hey, Freedom! But then I always, sorry, I moved the camera. I always sit with him under a heating lamp. Not close, you know, it's above, so he can dry off. All right, Freedom, do you want to say goodbye? Hey, Freedom! He'll feel really good. His feathers will look perfect. He'll be very bright green in about an hour. And we're going to sign off live from Hilton Head Island. It's Karen Martz and Freedom the Parrot. Okay, Freedom, say goodbye. Have a great evening.